So TJ, if I burn down my factory, it would be Praxis. No comment.
Deep fat fried.
Dinor needed to take a big ol' nasty dino shit. Yeah,
it was a shit. It's something. It's usually something. Now, why he didn't go to Amelia, who is upstairs, and came all the way downstairs to have me attend to the shit, only Dinor knows.
Well, sometimes you want to take a shit with your dad, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you're like, hey, Dad, watch me shit. And you're like, all right, go ahead.
All right, well, fair enough then.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a big shit too. Like a triple loafer, man. It was like he was holding it for a while. I don't know why.
Dude, Dinor had to go.
He was waiting for you. He tried to give discretion to the show. You know, he's like, Dad's doing the show, but I really want shit with him. But he couldn't hold it anymore.
No.
At a certain point, you got to do what you got to do.
Dinore. That's Dinore. He wanted to impress me. It worked. I am impressed.
Hell yeah, bro.
You shit like 10% of his body weight just now. I mean, how could you not be impressed?
I broke the administrative office toilet with a big poopy today.
Damn.
Cool, man. It's dope, man. You're top notch. You top fucking notch, bitch. It's time for Marx for dumb fucks. It's time to learn something, motherfuckers.
I already know everything about Marx, dude. I don't need this.
Well, I know you do, Paul.
You've
read every philosophical treatise. That's canonical.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a commie.
Yeah, communist.
Beard.
Got a beard, yeah.
Yeah, he does have a beard.
True.
Did commie shit.
Commie shit, yeah, that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Russia, but not.
Russia, yeah.
But German also.
Who the fuck Marx B is?
I know all this shit. So what are you even going to teach me, dude?
I don't know. Nothing really for you.
I mean, for you,
Nothing
Paul,
for me.
I mean, you're just going to...
But these dumb fucks, they need some help.
Well, I mean, do you consider yourself a dumb fuck, Paul?
Yes.
Well, then this is for you.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, like,
That's all we had to...
that is the qualifier for dumb fucks. If you're a smart fuck, you know, hey.
No, I'm not. I'm a dumb fuck.
Yeah, I consider myself a dumb fuck as well. So, I mean, look, this is for me as well. Now, TJ, I mean, you're the dumbest of fuck, so this is really going to be beneficial to you.
Exactly. And I made sure even I understood this document, which means...
You understand it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Once I brought it down to a level where I understood it, I'm like, okay, it's good enough.
So it's like baby's first, like, introduction to Marxism.
Baby's only fucking Marxist. You don't need... the whole point of this is no one wants to read no fucking Karl Marx. You know, this is real.
Why?
Because it's not like... because he's fucking boring. It's a bunch of dense...
hella boring?
It's dense, repetitive. It's fucking full of 19th century academic fucking I'm so smart jargon bullshit. No one wants to fucking listen to that shit. No one wants to fucking read that bullshit.
Yeah,
I would read it.
Yeah, TJ.
Well,
you don't know anything about this stuff.
Well, Paul, you're a dumbass then. I don't have to tell you. You're too dumb even for this.
You don't know shit about shit.
You would
TJ.
fucking sit there and waste your time reading some fucking Marx when you could just take this fucking course and you know everything you need to know. Boom.
Whatever, man.
Boom.
Whatever you say,
Boom,
TJ. Now
bitch.
you're just insulting my fucking intelligence now. And that as a consumer, that turns me off.
Well, shit. You're right. Goddamn.
Hello, human. I'm Nub. You will subscribe and become a Pessimist Productions patron.
And become a free member on Kick to enjoy live streams of Deep Fat Fried every week, deep dives every Saturday,
Or other shows such as Hey Paul, what you watching? Backseat Gaming, Ideology, Commentaries,
mega shows every month,
and more. Click the link. Feed.
All right, so the big premise here, everything's about material reality. This is the Marx starting point. All right? He ain't starting no lofty fucking place. He starts with the basics. People got to survive.
Starts in the dirt.
Yeah.
In the dirt.
Yeah. You got to survive. People need food, clothes, and
survive.
shelter. That bullshit. Before you get into his philosophy and religion and art and politics, weird internet subcultures, whatever the fuck else, you need food, you need clothing, you need shelter. You need material fucking conditions that are met, right?
No.
If that shit ain't handled, everything else is just whatever. You can't
I
fucking
don't need any of those things.
You can't fucking philosophize if you don't eat.
Exactly. It's like another way that this will be talked about is Maslow's hierarchy as well.
Yeah.
What if I can engage in photosynthesis, TJ?
Dinor is now trumpeting his shit all over the neighborhood.
I have taken a shit. I have taken a shit.
He should be proud. He took. You said it was 3 logs, wasn't it, Paul?
It was, a 3 loaf, dude. It was a 3 loafer, man. I mean, good for you, bud. Good for you. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, no, Maslow's hierarchy says, you know, you start at the bottom. You need food and shelter and safety, and then you move up from there.
Yeah, you got to have those needs met before you even start to consider the other stuff.
Right.
So Marx, unlike a lot of other philosophers and shit, does not start with like morality or any of this. He starts with material conditions. What do people have? What do they need? How do they fucking get it? How is it provided for them? How do they provide it for themselves? What are the mechanisms whereby they get the shit they need to survive? And that is a concept called historical materialism, which sounds dull because it is. But it's basically just the way people produce and distribute stuff that shapes, you know, everything else in fucking society.
Right.
Because, you know, your beliefs, whatever they are, they ain't come out of no vacuum. Came out of your environment in some way, shape, or form. Like a medieval peasant does not believe in the divine right of fucking kings because they fucking sat down and reasoned their way to it. Like, oh, yes, the king is divine. It makes sense.
No, obviously
They were
not.
indoctrinated into that shit by the society around them.
Of course.
So Marx is like, you know, in order to change the philosophy and beliefs of people, you first have to change the system around them. You got to start with the material and work your way up from there. Right? That's the central fucking starting point. Okay?
Right. Right.
Easy enough. Everyone following so far. They're following.
I'm following so far, yes, but you might be about to lose me if it gets any more complex than that.
Super complex.
It ain't going to look, it's all real simple, okay?
This is supposed to be for dumb
shit.
fucks.
It's for dumb fucks, okay?
All right. Well, I mean, you know, you're trying, dude. You're trying.
So Marx looks at history. He's like, look, all this shit about the heroes and fucking great men, it's all a bunch of fucking horse shit. It's nonsense. The real story of history is rich people versus poor people in different fucking configurations.
You know what? I think he might be right about that.
Yeah.
I think he might be onto something.
Great book for you to read about this, if you want, is People's History of the United States. We talk about it a bunch of times. Howard Zinn.
Yes.
Good shit. Because he looks at history through that exact fucking lens. American history, anyway. And it's not always the same fucking form, but it's always some version of there's the people who control all the resources and the people who fucking work for them.
Yes.
Whatever configuration you have throughout history, it's always some fucking form of that. Like ancient Rome, they had slaves and masters. Feudal Europe had lords and serfs. Capitalism has the capitalist and the worker. And that's class struggle, right?
Right.
And Marx is like, that's the engine of history. That's everything fucking hinges around that. It's not about big fucking lofty philosophical ideas. It's not about these supposed great men who fucking take the reins of history. It's about who controls fucking production.
Sure.
Right? And Marx is like, you don't need a conspiracy. You don't need a bunch of evil masterminds like, oh, yes, we will fuck them all. All you need is a system where one group's benefiting and another group is getting fucking squeezed. And pretty much all of history can be viewed through that fucking lens. So class struggle is the real main character of fucking history. Sure. What the fuck even is this capitalism shit? What are we talking about when we're talking about capitalism?
It's where people charge money for things.
Marx actually does give capitalism a little credit. Marx is like, yo, look, capitalism, it's very productive. Takes the brakes off production. It's like make as much shit as possible, as fast as possible for profit. All right?
Sure.
And it works. Factories have huge outputs. Technology accelerates. Industries fucking appear out of nowhere, make a bunch of bullshit. People consume it. Eventually, something else comes along. They stop consuming that. It's like constant fucking flux.
There's a lot of like self-correction built into the system too.
Sure. But, you know, capitalism, like every other system, divides society into two camps. And they call it, and this is where it gets fucking kind of stupid, honestly. Bourgeoisie.
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 Ah, yes, DJ.
That's the people that's the rich fucks that own all the factories and land and the companies and make all the fucking profit.
Right.
And then there's the proletariat. That's the people who sell their labor to survive, the workers.
The proles.
Yeah.
That's us.
So if you own the tools, you make the money from the ownership. If you don't, you got to rent yourself out as a fucking slave pig, whatever. Wage slave, right?
Yeah.
That's the basic setup of capitalism, okay? So capitalism runs on something called exploitation.
Okay.
You might have heard of it.
So this guy's.
I think I've heard the
Look,
word.
this
Yeah.
guy's making some value right there. That guy's like, oh,
Yeah.
value. But this fat dude,
This guy right here,
ooh,
he's
surplus
like,
value.
yes, value.
So unpaid labor, longer hours, lower wages, higher prices. This guy's got a pile of fucking money. What's
big old pile of fucking money, dude.
He said, I mean, that guy looks pretty comfy.
How
dude.
do you get that pile of money?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, here's how he did it. So Mark's looking at this shit, and he's like, all right, the only way this works is through exploitation. Because you can't make profit without exploitation.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Even if your boss is a nice guy, he's a nice boss. He cares about you. He cares about your family, asks after your kids, asks after your wife, asks how you're doing, make sure you're comfortable, all that shit. Still
Right.
exploiting you. Because the idea is this. Workers create value through labor. There he is doing it. You see, he's making the fucking value. Look.
Yeah.
Value through labor. Wow. They get paid less than the value that they create.
Sure.
And the difference is profit.
It is, yeah.
It's also called surplus value.
Ah, yes. Surplus value.
So here's an example. Let's say you work eight hours a day. Okay. You produce $200 worth of value, and for that $200 worth of value, you're paid $80. The remaining 120 is kicked up the fucking pipeline to the owners.
Yeah.
Okay.
So capitalism runs on that. It relies on you being paid less than you're worth.
I mean, isn't that a matter of perspective, though, TJ? What about the guy that lifts himself up by his bootstrap? Doesn't capitalism run on ingenuity and go-getter
work,
attitude and
innovation,
hard work? And
This fat cat,
you
he made the factory,
everybody
TJ.
likes to do the fact, but what about the guy that built his own goddamn business?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what capitalism runs on, TJ?
Yeah. For
I'll
sure,
let you do
yeah.
it. So this fat cat
Ingenuity.
here,
Yeah.
he owns the factory, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He had to set up the factory. He had to pay for everything in the factory. He's paying for the labor. He's paying for the people. He's paying for everything to exist, TJ. Without this fat cat, poof, where's the job of this guy?
He's paying for all those things to exist with the
But where is the
exploitative
job?
profits, though.
Where is the job for this guy? It doesn't exist, right?
No, it would still exist.
It would just, okay.
I mean,
So who's gonna open a factory where they don't make any money?
I don't know, Scotty. You tell me.
Wouldn't they go out of business, TJ?
I guess so, Scotty. Yeah, you got me there.
I
This
mean,
all sounds like commie shit to me.
It is commie shit.
you haven't explained that one, TJ. Look, their value is not going to be there. This fat cat's not going to have this pile of money. They're not going to have anything. They have nothing. They're going to have an empty shell. They're going to, they're going to
Yeah.
have a bunch of trees in a forest.
That's a good
TJ.
point. How the fuck is this fat cat supposed to be a fat cat if he doesn't have these fucking slaves? That's
Yeah.
a good point.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Let's
Valid
dig a little
question.
deeper, I guess.
It's a valid question, at least.
So you guys might have noticed this. I don't know if I might be the only one that noticed this, but like, you guys notice everything is fucking garbage?
Yeah.
Everything sucks, kind of.
Yeah. You guys ever notice everything fucking sucks dick?
Yeah.
Well, Marx had a little
Like it
theory
seems
about
like
that.
it sucks more and more as the longer things go, too.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, and shitification. Yeah.
So here's what Marx had to say about it. Now, look, I'm just telling you what Marx said, all right? I mean, I don't necessarily know. I'm just telling you what this fucking Marx faggot said, okay?
Okay.
Marx, he was just like, all right, look, here's why modern life fucking sucks dick. He called it alienation, which basically means you're disconnected from your own existence, right?
Right.
And here's why. You don't own what you produce. You don't control how you work. You're compensated. So you're competing with other workers instead of cooperating with them. And you're a cog in the machine instead of a fucking person, as far as the system is concerned.
Yeah.
Sounds
So,
about
like,
right.
Let's say you make a chair, right? You get the fucking wood, you shape it, you finish it. You make a chair, you get a chair. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
But now imagine you're working at a chair factory. And your job is you're screwing in fucking 10,000 fucking bolts in the same fucking chair on an assembly line. You don't get to see the final product. You don't get the chair. Right?
Right.
So that's basically alienation. You're fucking disconnected from your fucking own labor. You're disconnected from the other people around you and all this shit. And that gets us into fucking what's called commodity fetishism. People jerk off to commodities, you know?
Yes. Look
I mean, yeah,
Like,
they're
you see that nice shit right there. You see that iPhone and that obsession for success and that fucking watch and that car and that shoe and that bag and
Well,
shit.
this is you first. What we've been talking about before is really the stick. Here's the carrot, right?
I jerk off to this shit, dude. I got
You
that
could
commodity fetishism, baby.
An
Like,
expensive
fuck
car,
yeah.
an expensive watch, fine liquors and wines, nice tennis shoes.
Look at all this nice shit. Don't you want that nice shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get the chair, but you get money that you could buy nice shit with.
Yeah, you buy this nice ass
All
shit.
this nice shit. Yeah, perfect.
So in capitalism, this is what commodity fetishism means. It's actually not about jerking off to all this nice shit. It's about how your relationship with this shit, you don't see it as a product of labor. Right? You don't see
Right.
like, oh, this is a shirt made by underpaid workers in a factory. You just think, oh, this shirt costs $20 and it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally.
So like the human labor that actually made all this shit possible just disappears from the equation. All you see is the object and the price. And that's commodity fetishism. Like, you ain't got to jerk off to the products or nothing, right? Although I do. I do.
You're like, you don't have to, but yeah.
I mean, I do personally, but like, you don't got
You're just saying you see it as the end product and that's it.
all you see is the fucking end result.
Yeah.
And you don't have the overview of what's going on. It's basically how we're disconnected from the labor of what we consume. None of us see the big picture. We don't have the fucking overview. We're just like, oh wow, stuff. And we
Right.
don't put too much fucking thought into where that stuff came from.
Well, speak for yourself as a smart fuck who I know.
I mean,
about the
obviously
supply
Scotty
chains.
being the fucking higher enlightened being, but like
Scotty
most
thinks
fucking
of the stuff.
most of us dumb fucks like me and Paul and probably most of the chat, we don't think about this shit. We're just like, cool thing. I like cool thing.
Yes,
Give me thing.
Indeed. Of course you would think that, TJ.
But Scotty, with his big gargantuan Scotty brain, he don't think like that, you know? But Scotty's got the overview. Here's the thing about capitalism. Marx is like, this shit's gonna fucking destroy itself, okay? This shit ain't
Right.
gonna last. Here's why I don't think it's gonna last. He thinks by design it's unstable. Now, Scotty talked about having self-corrections, and to some extent it does. But there's contradictions in capitalism from Marx's point of view that are just fucking like never gonna be overcome.
Sure.
The first one is overproduction. Because it produces more shit than people can actually afford to buy.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at the world today, there's so much shit that's just, I mean, basically competing for your money. So you're right. There's a massive level of overproduction.
Not only that, though, there's a bunch of shit out there.
You can't even sell.
People might even need this shit, but if they can't afford it,
Yeah, that's another problem too. Yeah. If it's
Yeah.
unaffordable, then it's like,
oh, I want that, I need that, I can't have it. I don't have the fucking money.
perfect example,
Yeah,
housing.
You can't get it.
Housing's a great example.
Yeah, it's like people. I mean, like there's not actually overproduction of it. It's actually underproduction. I would say though, but yeah, it is an example of a commodity you cannot get. Well, I mean, a lot of people can't get.
All right. So this next one here, I legitimately don't even know what the fuck Marx is talking about. So maybe Scotty with his bigger brain can figure it out. But
If
what he's-
anybody can, it's Scotty.
Scotty might be able to get it. So Marx said as competition increases, companies invest more in machines and efficiency, right?
Sure.
But
Sure.
profit comes from human labor. So as you replace workers, you shrink the source of profit. And that's where I get lost, because I'm like, well, you can still make profit off the damn machine, can't you? Like, it's labor itself. It doesn't necessarily have to be from humans. That's where I'm at
But
with it.
it's saying that overall, when you remove those jobs, the income for those people when you reduce the workers is reduced.
Right.
So ultimately,
So you're lowering
larger,
the buying power of the populace,
Yeah.
therefore the products
In a
become
larger
more and more
capitalist-
fucking meaningless.
in a larger capitalist ecosystem. Yeah, it has ramifications. That's why.
And if any of the promises of like AI come to
Look
fruition,
at a
then-
bunch of rotted out, hollowed parts of America. Why there's no
Right.
income, right?
Yeah.
That's a failure of capitalism, right? Because those people. So a factory generally, there's over reliance on a single industry. That industry outsources or just goes belly up, just doesn't last. And what happens? The
Y'all
worker-
lost me. Y'all lost
the
me.
workers in that area, Paul, the people who live in that area are all poor because they have no real means
Well, they should work harder then.
of getting you know what happens is migration. Migration's
Yeah.
is a huge
Go where the
impact.
jobs are. Yeah.
You go where the jobs are. Right, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but that is why when you remove that person, you're removing that income.
But
Yeah,
then
bitch.
somebody else gets that income then because they step in.
Well, no, the factory owner gets the income, so it gets concentrated more and
Right.
more in the hands.
So it's
of-
kind of like the
always, so everybody needs to be a
But they don't
factory
need to
owner,
consume
so
as
they
much,
should
'cause
work
even-
hard enough to be a factory owner.
even-
Boom.
So this is why,
So
like,
even when you have the
we-
largest lifestyle possible, like Elon Musk, for example, like he only consumes so much. Even if he takes a private jet everywhere he goes, he's one person.
So, like, when Elon Musk was talking just the other day on his Twitter about the need for a UBI because he
Right.
thinks AI is going to replace so many jobs. That's what
what
he's
he's
talking
talking
about. He's basically talking about this, right? Like the whole idea of like,
Yeah.
shit's too automated. No one has any fucking money. The only way the economy keeps going is if we fucking
The
start just
only
doling out
way
money.
the tenuous house of cards stays up is people have to keep pumping money into the system. That stops, yeah, the system collapses.
So it's like a circulation problem, really.
Yeah. Well, and when you have enough people in any given system that don't have any income, I mean, like they can't spend it, right? And what's going to happen? Those people are going to those also, it's also a primary enemy because when you have that many part of that large part of your population disaffected, what will they do? Right? Yeah, they have to be entertained. They have to be distracted. They have to be given something. I mean, work is not only just that; it's a distraction for the populace. You have to go to a job. You have to do something. You have to better yourself in your life, right? It's a whole narrative sold to you. If you're not doing that,
Sure.
you know, that's when you have people's heads get chopped off. So no one wants that. So that's why people like Elon Musk say UBI, because they know, like, well, we can't really fix capitalism, but we can fucking keep it going.
So UBI is really just life support for capitalism.
Yes.
So another reason Marx thought capitalism wasn't sustainable is because boom and bust cycles. Because capitalism doesn't have like a steady incline or whatever. It lurches around, it grows, then it crashes, then it recovers, then it repeats. So it's like there's an inherent instability.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, look at
Sure.
the stock market. Look how commodities and shit are traded on an open market, right? I mean, like you have insider trading, you have people making crazy bets, you have people following like computer programs, you have algorithms making bets. Like it's become so complex, but ultimately, you never know which way it's going to go. Generally, unless you know someone that the rest of us don't know.
So is the untenability that Marx foresees there, like he thinks that one day there's going to be such a severe crash that it's not recoverable? Or it's just going to cause such a fucking...
I think because there's no stability. Well, because without a stable system, you don't know what's going to happen next. So yeah, if you have an economic depression, yeah, maybe you never get out of it. Maybe you never figure
Well,
out.
maybe we're just maybe the cycle is we're just thinking too short term.
Mhm.
Maybe the cycle is we consume the fuck out of this planet by this exploitative system and put aside just enough to get us off this planet, do it to another one. You know, maybe we really are a virus that's interdependent, you know?
Yeah, I think Agent
Maybe that's-
Smith was right about that shit, man.
Maybe it's true.
Yeah, fucking possibly. I'm not denying it. All right, let's talk about ideology a little bit. Okay? This is Marx's ideas about why people defend this shit.
Okay.
The system's obviously exploitative. It's pretty easy to fucking convey.
Oh, it's obviously exploitative.
So why are so many people like, oh, but it's great, and it does this, and it does that, and da-da-da-da-da.
Because it works to some degree.
Marx is like, it's because of ideology.
Well, yeah, that too.
It's basically because there's a bit like just like the fucking peasant is told about the divine right of the king and all this. We're
Right.
told about the divine right of these fucking billionaires. Like, you know, it's not derived from God, but it's from they're so successful and they're so
They're
much smarter than other
smarter,
people
they
and they're
figured it
better
out.
than other people and they're hardworking people and they're
they're-
so industrious and they're so
they're portrayed
intelligent
as
and they're so brilliant and they're so fucking much better than
It's-
everyday working
well-
class stiffs, you know?
the way it's sold is that it's a highly competitive, like almost meritocracy system, right?
Right.
So people like Elon Musk just come along, or people like Jeff Bezos come along, and they they master the system. It's not any advantage that they had. They just outcompeted everyone else, and they deserve this position.
They deserve it because they're just better at it.
They're just better at capitalism. So that's the reward is they have infinite money, infinite resources are just given to them.
And there's a lot of these little sort of beliefs that go around. Like a lot of these work hard.
Well,
and you'll
cult of
succeed,
personality
right?
that goes around these people. It's like these people they figured it out. They're a genius, and that's like, and I can be like that too.
Right. So it's like
That's the fantasy that's
it
sold to you.
emphasizes industriousness. It's like work hard and you'll succeed. It's all this is the solution. Like so many times you'll fucking confront people with this and they'll be like, "We just work harder."
Well, look at that.
know?
Remember that show with Elon Musk when he was actually still really popular with everybody? When it was
Yeah.
like Elon Musk falls asleep at his desk. He falls asleep on the ground. It's like, wow, this guy, you know what? This guy's a billionaire because he's working so fucking hard.
He's working so fucking hard.
I'm doing 40 hours a week and going home. Oh God, I can't hang. This guy's doing 120 hours a week and is like more.
So one of the things they tell you to anesthetize you is the hard work thing. Another thing you mentioned a little earlier is the merit thing. The market rewards merit.
Yeah, if you're the best, you're the smartest, you're the brightest, you're gonna get whatever you want.
And because it rewards merit, that means the people at the top have the most merit.
Yeah, by extension.
The highest merit, the greatest amount of merit. They deserve everything they have.
Yeah, beyond reproach merit.
Right. And then the third thing that they use to kind of shut up criticism is just like, it's just how things are.
The way it is.
Just it is
what it is.
Internalize defeatism. It is what it is. It be what it be.
Look, you're not gonna you ever have the money to have a factory? No.
Things ain't gonna change.
You ever have the money to start a huge successful business? No. Well, I mean, look, you just gotta do what you can.
And none of those ideas are fucking like random shit that just fucking emerge from the ether. They're fucking designed to help stabilize this system. So people don't go like, oh man, this system's fucking me. We got to do something about this. Because if everyone suddenly saw the system as like arbitrary and exploitative, then things would fucking get messy, right?
Well, yeah.
Probably so, yeah.
So this ideology kind of acts as like a smoothing agent, makes everything all neat and clean, and all the little pieces fit together nicely. But eventually, the revolution come.
Oh, shit.
The revolution done come. Conditions get bad enough, the working class is like, this shit sucks, fuck this. It's time for revolution. And it's not necessarily like, it's not overnight. Right?
Why
It's
not?
like a shift in who controls production. Workers take the control. Private ownership of major production forces ends. The system reorganizes around collective ownership. At least that's the theory. And that theory is called communism.
Oh, God.
Well,
See, I
wait a
knew
second,
it.
TJ.
Motherfucking
I should have fucking
communism,
known
bitch.
there was a fucking catch to all this.
Communism. Communism, boy.
Well, I hate to break it to you, TJ, but this done been tried.
It done been tried. Look good on paper, but it just don't work,
It
man.
don't fucking work, TJ.
It's contrary to human nature, boy.
It just don't work, TJ. All right, look at Russia. And
Look at Russia, man.
Look at North Korea.
Look at that North Korea, boy.
Did it work there?
Nope.
Sure did.
I ain't worked there.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you want to try it here, TJ? You crazy?
I'm
I
just
knew
telling.
this
I'm
was a
just telling you what
subversive.
Marx said, bro.
You want to
I
try
ain't
it
saying-
here?
I ain't saying this is my ideology. I'm just saying this is what
All
Marx
right.
fucking said, bro.
It better-
I'm educating you about Marx.
All right,
Agree or disagree as you want.
as a warning is what you're saying. You're trying to warn us about this, TJ. Well, that's good. If it's a warning, TJ, it's good.
That is
I ain't
actually
tr-
good. I like that.
I ain't trying to warn you, but I ain't trying to sell you. I'm just telling you
He's,
what it
well,
was.
it's a
he
warning.
did
Make
this-
up your own
No,
damn
I
decision.
see what he did. He did his whole thing under the guise of trying to teach us about something, but really was just a big old warning, right?
Big old
Listen
warning,
to
baby.
how they talk. This is how they'll talk, because this sounded pretty good. Like when he was talking about like the working man having more, you know what I mean? Even having ownership of the production and all that. I was like, you know what? That does sound pretty good, because I don't make shit. But then he unveiled this fucking poison right here.
Yep.
Now I know it's
sir.
all bullshit.
Now you know it's all a bunch of
I
damn
know this all. Look, this all
bullshit,
bunch of
boy.
mumbo jumbo. Everyone gonna hold hands, sing kumbaya, and take all the means of production from the hard working ruling class over my dead body, TJ.
Yep. That's damn right. So
Over
here's
my dead
here's
body.
what Marx said, right? Here's his communism. No class divisions. Everybody's the same class. No private ownership of production. Everybody owns production. People work based
Right.
on their ability and receive according to their need. Right? That's the
Well,
idea.
the fat cats just need more, TJ. How about that?
Maybe they do.
They need that
They're
factory and all
fatter.
that money.
So the idea
They're fatter.
is
They need to eat more.
that once material scarcity is mentioned, people aren't forced into survival mode anymore. Work becomes something closer to expression than desperation. Now, whether that's realistic or not is another fucking debate entirely, right?
Sure.
But why does this idea still fucking hit to this day?
I don't know.
Well, this is whatever. This is not the right picture, but whatever. I'll just tell you anyway. So even if you don't buy Marx's conclusion, a lot of his observations are still land with people because people still feel alienated. We still see all this insane wealth inequality everywhere. We still see these boom and bust cycles. All the shit he said about capitalism seems to be fucking true, whether you agree with his prescribed solutions or not.
Yep.
I mean, he got plenty of shit wrong along the way. I guess it's debatable how much he got wrong, how much he got right. But he was pretty good at fucking dissecting capitalism. So a brief summary, the even dumber fuck version is this. The way we produce stuff shapes our society. Society is divided into classes with opposing interests. Capitalism creates massive wealth but relies on exploitation. People become disconnected from their work and themselves. The system hides its own mechanisms through ideology. It generates crises because of its own contradictions, and eventually it either changes or breaks. That's the fucking idea. And I said it in goddamn, I don't know, fucking like 25, 30 minutes instead of fucking 3,000 billion fucking pages of fucking bullshit. So I'm better than Marx. I am the true fucking Karl Marx, bitch.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Marx Cliff Notes right there is what we just got.
I mean, this is a motherfucker. I mean, whatever. But we want this. You want a glossary of terms. You want to sound smart. The whole point of fucking reading Marx is to sound smart. So let's give you some fucking lingo.
Finally getting the part I care about.
You don't. If you didn't absorb one damn scintilla of anything I said just
didn't.
now, who gives a shit? It's
Yeah,
fine.
I didn't.
The only thing you really need to know is these terms.
All right. Sounds
right.
good.
First term, means of production.
Uh,
What does that mean? It just means the bullshit. It just means the shit you use to make tools, factories, land, infrastructure, all that stuff. All the stuff that goes into making other stuff, that's the means of
the
production.
means of production, you say.
So if you want to sound smart, you might say something like, yes, but who actually controls the means of production in that situation? Interesting.
That's a good, okay.
You're
that
basically-
sounds pretty smart.
Yeah,
and
what you're really just
highfalutin.
asking is like, who has the power? Yeah.
Right.
I've got the power. Should be like, who controls the means of production? Right? There you go.
Yep.
Proletariat. That's another one.
That's
That
you.
means
You plebs.
average working folks,
Yeah.
decent working people.
Exactly. The workers.
Yeah.
The people who sell their labor. Okay?
Yeah.
You might
Yeah.
say something like, the proletariat gets framed as lazy, but they're the ones doing all the actual work. Right?
That's fair.
Yeah. Bourgeoisie. You say it just like that. Bourgeoisie.
Bourgeoisie.
That's the ownership class. The rich people. The rich fucks.
The rich.
Motherfuckers who own everything. Right?
Yeah.
You might say like,
Yeah.
that policy is clearly written to protect the bourgeoisie interests.
Yeah.
Which is just like rich people are writing the rules for themselves. Shocking shit.
Yeah,
Sure.
I can't believe it. Definitely not doing that now, of course.
No, of course. This is just
They would never.
this is just how to infiltrate these leftist organizations. Sound like you're one of them.
Yep.
Another term they like is this surplus value. Remember what that means, Scotty?
That's like they take a bunch of shit from you, dog.
Pretty much, yeah.
Exploitation.
It's the gap between what the workers produce and what they're paid. So you might say something like, that entire business model is just extracting surplus value at scale. Which is just a fancy way of saying they're making money by underpaying their workers.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches, they are.
Yeah,
Underpaying their own workers.
Why didn't you cover that?
I did.
I remember that part.
Well, now you know.
Must have been buried under a bunch of other
Bunch of
boring
damn
mumbo jumbo.
jumbo jargon bullshit. All right? Exploitation. What does that mean?
That's when people make money.
Yeah.
Gotta make that money, bro.
It's when workers create more than they receive.
Yeah.
So you say, like, you can't have profit under capitalism without exploitation, which just means the whole system runs on workers getting screwed.
Yeah, it does.
Alienation. Feeling disconnected from your work, yourself, and other people. So you might say, like, no wonder everyone's miserable. The level of alienation here is insane. This is a fancy way of saying modern life is a bunch of hollow, horrible bullshit.
Sure.
Commodity fetishism, that just means treating products like they have value on their own while ignoring the labor behind them. So you might say something smarmy like, that is peak commodity fetishism. Nobody's even talking about who made it, caring about the thing, not the person.
So it's like when people are like, you don't realize that T-shirt was made by children in a sweatshop.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Your lack of awareness is commodity fetishism.
I see.
Class consciousness. Class consciousness is when workers realize en masse, like, hey, wait a minute, we're getting fucked in the ass, guys. Right? You might say, like,
Yeah.
there is no change without class consciousness, which basically just means until people all realize they're being exploited and fucked and, you know,
Yeah, well, of course.
they're over a barrel, until everyone fucking comes to that realization, you can't really do shit about it.
What about class consciousness has reached an all-time low ebb? Would that work?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. There's also, you'll like this one, Paul, false consciousness.
Oh.
So, like, another leftist, you know, is like acting like they know what's what. You can be like, that is just false consciousness, sir.
Yeah.
You are a fool.
You are a fool.
You're a fool, sir. You're speaking false consciousness. Ooh, this is one Vosh likes, so we gotta pay attention, everybody.
Oh, shit. Okay.
This was a little hard, a lot of syllables.
Yeah.
Dialectical materialism.
Yes, the dialectic, yes.
Dialectical materialism.
The thesis.
I have to practice that one a little bit. Dialectical
This one right here.
And the antithesis,
materialism.
TJ.
Dialectical materialism.
Yeah.
Dialectical.
Delectable materialism.
Change happens through
Close.
conflict
Close.
between opposing forces in
Sweet,
the material world.
delectable materialism. Good.
Basically just means that, you know, Scotty just read it, but I think it was kind of overshadowed by whatever was going on. So, you know, just means that change happens through conflict between opposing forces in the material world, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty clear dialectical process.
You wait a minute. You lost me on that one. Say again.
So basically, it just means that nothing happens without conflict. You got these two groups with different interests. Unless those groups come into conflict, nothing fucking changes.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's like
All
you're
right.
you know, you can't play a game without an opponent, right?
Sure.
Then there is historical materialism, which just means history is driven by how societies organize and produce their resources. So you can say something like, you can't possibly understand the true context without looking at it through a historical materialist lens. You sound very smart.
What a bunch of hookum.
Yeah. It's just like, look at the economic system, not just like the ideas. Look past what people are saying and follow the money, basically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Here's another.
Okay.
Base and superstructure. So you say base instead of economy. The base. And then when you talk about the culture and the politics and the belief systems, you say superstructure. Yeah, so you'd be like, the media narrative is part of the superstructure protecting the base, which just means culture is reinforcing the economic system, capitalism. Here's another one that Vosh was using for a while until people started making fun of him for it. Reification.
Reification.
Yes.
That means to make it real, right?
It means treating abstract systems like they're natural fixed things. Like just acting like, you know, oh, it's just part of the, it's kind of just is, it is what it is shit.
Yeah.
People reify the market like it's some kind of god. Ridiculous. This is where you act like shit's just inevitable. That's just like the how things are in some like
the status quo.
This is not something human beings made up. This is just the truth, sir.
Being reified.
Ideology. We know what that means. Right? It's just
Maybe
the
you
beliefs,
do.
the beliefs that surround the fucking system. The things that bolster the system. Neoliberalism. Everyone you don't like, if you're a leftist, anybody says something you don't like, just say like, that sounds like neoliberal logic to me.
Indeed.
You come across as a neoliberal, sir. And that just means modern capitalism with a focus on markets and privatization and deregulation. Profit over everything, consequences be damned, whatever. Late stage capitalism.
Ooh.
That's just when capitalism finally fucking falls apart, right?
Yeah.
Or when it's near falling apart.
Never, which is never.
Probably never.
Yeah, never gonna happen.
There's some late stage capitalism shit, man. Labor
Yeah, I've heard that
power.
one before. That one I'll be able to incorporate that when I'm infiltrating these leftist.
Yeah, when you're getting
community
in, when you're trying to
organizations.
get in tight with them.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're all secret Trump supporters here, which
Well,
has been
obviously,
established.
yeah.
But you know,
Of course.
Duh.
labor power. That's just your ability to fucking work and sell your work for your own survival, right?
Sure.
Labor power. Reserve army of labor. That's nice. Unemployed or underemployed people who keep wages low by being replaceable. So basically,
Ooh.
just like the bottom rung of society, the motherfuckers that you can always count on, like, that's how they keep you in line, right?
So they say.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, if you don't like your job, there's a reserve army of labor waiting in standby.
That was like a George Carlin bit, right? It's like why they keep the poor around.
to scare the shit out of the middle class.
Yeah. It's like, you could be this.
There's also, I got two more for you. One is mode of production. We already did means of production. How about mode of production, Scotty?
Oh, I don't know about that one.
That's just like one addresses who owns the fucking thing. This is about the mechanisms whereby it does it. Capitalism is just one mode of production. It's not the final form of society.
Ah.
Yes.
The system isn't permanent.
And then, of course, praxis. This one sounds real smart.
Just do
Yeah,
it.
this one. This
Do it.
is a deep cut right here.
Praxis. You talk a big game, sir, but
Where is
I have never seen you engage in any praxis. Praxis just means putting theory into action.
Yes.
So when you tell someone like, you do not engage in praxis, sir, they're basically just saying like, you don't actually do shit, bitch. You're just a lazy motherfucker talking. Where's your praxis? A lot of these you could just use against other leftists, It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's
once
just
you're a
like, it
leftist-
actually works better against other leftists.
Yeah,
Really.
because ordinary people don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They're just like,
Yeah.
praxis
Huh?
what now?
Where you want me to do?
Who's a what's it now?
And even if the other leftist doesn't even know what fucking praxis means, they know it. They can't fucking admit it.
Right.
So what you're really just saying is you're a lazy fuck. You don't actually do shit. You ain't changing the system. You don't engage in praxis. You're garbage. And that's
Do
fucking
you
Marx,
even
bitch.
praxis,
That's pretty
my
much
dude?
everything you need to know. You
Wow.
got it. It's nailed
Now
down.
I'm a Marxist. Now I'm a Marxist, though.
You don't have to be.
Well, now these ideas have poisoned my worldview, though. You've turned me into a commie, TJ.
Yeah, your praxis is weak,
shit.
bitch.
My praxis is super weak.
Praxis is weak, bitch. Where is your praxis, Pual?
Where is it, Pual?
I
So
have
TJ,
none.
if I burned down my factory, it would be praxis. No comment.
I don't know. Who knows?
No comment, but
I
yes.
said, yeah, we made no comment as to such.